Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Gwinnett Stripers and the Durham Bulls. As October draws nearer, the race for the postseason intensifies. A pivotal game for two division rivals. Next. Ryan Yarbrough will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Stepping in, Miles Cooper, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Charlie Culberson, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Goslin at third, Lopez at second, Cooper at first, 1 gone. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Settling in now, Rocky McWilliams. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. The 0-1. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Stripers on top, 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Miles Cooper. He singled his last time up.
Cooper.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And that one just missed outside. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Hahn in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Pike gathers, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Miles Cooper. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Bases are loaded with only one out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Nieto moves over. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
So coming to the plate, David Abreu comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. To his left, Cooper. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
Now at the plate, Chris Nieto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Sinking liner toward left, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 4-1 game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. Two-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, Dero, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Next will be the cleanup hitter. Miles Cooper earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And that's one of those plays that stay with you for an entire game. You want to get the first out on what appears to be a routine play, but you can't get it done. The good news, he has some time to redeem himself.
Into the box now, Charlie Culberson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be two? There's one. On to first, and they get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
So a big moment here, and standing in, David Abreu, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. The 1-2. Runner goes. Grounded down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hit and run used to perfection right there. Now the tying run is at third base. We're late in the game. Let's see the pass the baton mentality.
Standing in, Miles Cooper.
Miles Cooper.
First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball one. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4 the final tally. The Stripers came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Eugene Blanco claims the win out of the pen, his first. Lonnie Stone closes the door for the save, his second. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Gwinnett Stripers.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the Gwinnett Stripers and the Durham Bulls. As October draws nearer, the race for the postseason intensifies. A pivotal game for two division rivals. Next. Dan Rivers will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Now to the plate, Miles Cooper, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Cooper.
Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. Runner back safely. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Fellas, are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Hit back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
So coming to the plate, number 20, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Stepping up now, Charlie Culberson. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Lopez, the runner at third. Cooper at first, 2 out in the inning. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Nieto is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Now at the plate, Miles Cooper, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Miles Cooper.
First delivery to him on the way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
3 runs already home here. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. Digging in now, number 20. He drew a walk his first time up. 4 runs here in this half inning. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. Here's the 0-2. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Gwinnett leads it 4-0. So digging in now, Chris Nieto. And he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as the numbers there tell you the whole story.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The ground to third. Cooper takes it in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Stepping in, Reggie Clark. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Reggie Clark.
Hit down the third base line. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. We've played 2 full. The Stripers lead it 4-0. Stepping into the box, Miles Cooper. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. There's a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Stripers on top, 5-0. Now at the plate, Jack Pike. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Jack Pike.
set to deliver the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in to second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Coming to the plate now, Miles Cooper. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the seventh.
Miles Cooper.
First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Striding into the box, Charlie Culberson. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A bullet to first base. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double play and the inning is over. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Seventh inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Gwinnett leads it 6-1. In now, Jack Pike. He flew out in his last at bat.
Catcher Jack Pike.
The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Cooper gonna have to hurry. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Digging in and looking for more, Miles Cooper. He singled his last time up.
Cooper.
From the stretch. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Well, this game's outcome certainly isn't set in stone at this point. The Stripers have shown why they're the ones sitting atop the standings.
You know, D-Row, when the schedule starts to wind down like it is when you have these close games, these are the kind you have to win if you want to get into the postseason.
This is a postseason game, Dan. You got to treat it as such. The manager's going to treat it as such. We just need the leadoff runner on. And we can relax the boys a little bit, see if we can score.
Yeah, and you know what, D-Row, this game's kind of been the story of this season. Even though it's just a slim lead right now, this division and this game are far from over.
Yeah, it's been an absolute grind the entire year to get to this point. Not much separating these couple of teams at the top of the division. One of them maybe hopefully grabs a wild card spot.
So striding forward now, number 20. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Cooper leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Here's a high pop-up. Kahn has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Striding forward now is the DH, Charlie Culberson. He was a double play victim last time around. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
So striding in, Dustin Peterson, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. The Stripers lead it 8-2.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
8-2 tonight's final. The Stripers get the win despite 3 errors in the field. Matt Wisler earns his 8th victory of the season. Dan Rivers was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Lucas Sims takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Gwinnett Stripers. 8 runs on 13 hits. 3 errors. They left 10 men on